Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Ocean Brabbs of Ann Arbor Pioneer Football. How's it going?
It's going good.
So of course now I guess now it's official. You're heading off to Bowling Green. Why Bowling Green?
So I had been viewing a lot of the MAC schools throughout my junior and senior year, and I was really just looking for something that like stood out to me. And I remember the second visit I went to Bowling Green, they were talking about their academics and how they were gonna, try to get that GPA up and get you to your master's degree and what position they want to put me at. They wanted to put me at this hybrid like tight end receiver position called A back. I just fell in love with the program.
No. So really just I think to play, in the MAC, what is that like for you? I know you've been, I know you've grown up and probably watched college football all the time, but what's it like to now be able to, to play in the MAC conference and stuff?
Well, so my dad played at the University of Michigan. He was a kicker, so obviously growing up, I always wanted to play at Michigan. And I remember this year Bowling Green played Michigan, and they hung in with them. And I was doubting the MAC conference at first. It's not Power Five, but I think the MAC, it's kind of slept on. So I'm really excited, put the MAC on the map.
Yeah. Okay, so coming off a season that, in your high school year, for Ann Arbor Pioneer to, to go 6-4 on the year, to, to kind of get the program back to where it's been for a long, long time. What was that like to just, be a part of and get some really, really big wins to have a winning record?
I mean, it was amazing. I can't say it was all luck. We worked really hard. I remember when my junior season ended, we went 1-8, and like as soon as that, we had meetings every day talking about how we're going to change the culture, what we're going to do. We had a list of goals. We had 5 goals. We got them all. It was like win the playoffs, establish culture. We had all of that. So it was a lot of hard work, but it definitely paid off.
Yeah. To kind of see like what you guys did over there to to come back from 1-8, and I know it's been a tough few years for just Ann Arbor Pioneer overall, but with the football team, but it's to kind of to have the season that you did. What does that say just for you guys? And it's they always say like to leave something better than you found it.
Yeah. So I mean, going into the program, seeing the seniors as a freshman go, it was a COVID year, so I believe 0-6. Then I was
Yeah.
a sophomore on varsity, 0-9. Then junior on varsity, 1-8. You know, I mean, growing up just across the street from Pioneer, always wanted to play there. It was amazing just to change that culture, to wear the purple and to go out there, change the culture. I mean, there's not much more you can ask for. Like hometown heroes, that's what they say.
Yeah, I mean, for people that don't know and who are Pioneer High School is literally across the street from the university. I mean, the University of Michigan is literally, I mean, the big house is, I mean, you can literally see the big house probably every morning when you go into school.
Yep.
Um, to have that there, of course, especially with, with your dad going there, what's that like to just have to go to high school in a college town, and especially after the national championship?
I mean, it's definitely super cool. Sometimes it's hard to get to practices on Saturdays because the parking lots are filled and there's people on the streets trying to get to the big house. But I mean, just the big house being there is different. You practice every night. You see the big block M in the background. It's really different.
Yeah. What position do you play, Ocean?
So my freshman year and sophomore year, I played tight end. I flipped over to receiver my junior and senior year, but I play like a hybrid tight end wide receiver. They can put me outside and inside.
Yeah, what were some of the biggest things that you personally worked on this season?
I really worked on my route running, my stance, and getting off the ball quick. I also worked really hard on blocking. We had a lot of opportunities. My junior year, I was getting the ball every single play. It was just throw it up to Ocean, and that was the game plan. But we had a better, more strict game plan, run the ball more. So I wasn't getting the ball as much. So I really worked hard on blocking. I believe I had 10 pancake blocks. Just love putting people in the dirt.
Yeah. Um, what does football mean to you?
I mean, again, my dad played at Michigan, so growing up, football was basically all I know. It's been all I know for a while. it means the world to me. I love the game. The day that it's not in my life, it's gonna be a sad day. Sad to move on, but I mean, football means the world to me.
Yeah. To know that, to come back from, have you had a chance to, reflect back on, this past season and, obviously now on to, now on to now on to college and, what is that like, just reflecting back on the year that you had in your time at Pioneer?
I mean, I reflect on it almost every day. I mean, those guys, I'm gonna miss them. But it was interesting. I didn't think that we were gonna go out with a bang like that. I thought it was gonna be just another sad year. That's kind of what we all thought. But I mean, once when we got that mindset, you know what? No, we don't want to do this. We want to win games. I mean, it was amazing, and just to go out like that, like I'm gonna remember that those moments forever.
What will you miss most about high school football?
Um, Getting kind of personal, but definitely my quarterback, Caleb Long. He's going to Northwood. I've been playing with him since fifth grade. He's a hell of a guy, hell of a quarterback. I mean, he's 5'11", 160, not the biggest quarterback, but he takes a hit, he gets right back up. Definitely missed practices with the guys. I mean, had a lot of fun with those times and just kind of growing up around, Ann Arbor.
Yeah. All right. Let's get to know you a little bit. How about that?
Okay.
All right. Favorite player growing up.
Jake Butt.
Okay. Let's see. Favorite, okay. Let's see. Favorite, what's your go-to place for food?
Mr. Spots, downtown Ann Arbor.
Oh, yep, that's a good one there.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. Favorite movie.
Ooh. Remember the Titans. Gotta be remember the Titans.
Okay. What's a TV or streaming show you're really into right now or were into in the past?
I really love The Office or Friends, two classics.
Okay. And then finally, what's an interesting fact people don't know about you?
Interesting fact. My freshman year, I went to Saline High School for they had trimesters for 2 trimesters. So I was at Pioneer for the first quarter, transferred over to Saline, then transferred back.
Oh, that's interesting. All right. Well, Ocean, thanks so much for the time and we'll best of luck at Bowling Green. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.